Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. With state prop, you looking bleak now. I was home to sleep, designer sheets now. 30 different missions, when I speak they listen. Couldn't find the social fishing. Who the crew, it wasn't you. I know it's true, cause you look like the opposition. Run it up, greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons. And ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, that make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin, when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me, cause her lame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like
minute, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, you don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head and when you ever overstated. Your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You wanna Christ when the breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm the sick in the head. Come on. Come on. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off.
I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleet, hell. Keep it on me cause my name ring bells. People see me and can't help themselves. See me and themselves. I wouldn't wanna be anybody else. I never used to think I'd be a magazine cover. They keep on trying to find new ways to push my buttons. I came out of the jungle where it rained and it thunder, but I bring the heat like the summer. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the
The onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Mike, here we go. 180! Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. 11.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
One, Omaha.
Now Mostert. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down. That O-line that cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here we go. 180! Watch it, you find. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Check 3. 11.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. Last year's NFL leader in field goal percentage, Robbie Gould, on for the Niners field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 26-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Here's Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2 yards on the play.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
Ready? 230. 56, right there. No space, 56. Rip right, rip right. Mark 56.
On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a 1st down.
A gain of 15.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Roethlisberger. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
X3, 218, chop. 56 is the mic. Let's go, D. 56, Mike, 50. Right there, 56.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Back deep, Travis Benjamin. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get him down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's Mostert, and an alley to run. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Here we go.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20.
21.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier.
65.
Garoppolo on 1st down. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
13.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
Here we go.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
To try again after the sack. Roethlisberger. Johnson's got it complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo gets this one left side to Pettis. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Here we go. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. This is Mostert. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
At the 14-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And he will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. Dante Pettis, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Wide open receiver complete. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now Roethlisberger. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Everyone got four down. Ready? Like 30. 56 is the mic. Ready? 49. Check 49. Check 49.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And give them 9 yards on the second down screen play. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. To throw again is Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Throwing again on second down. Roethlisberger, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make this a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Roethlisberger. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Here we go. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first. But Pettis is quickly becoming the #1 receiving option for Jimmy Garoppolo. Into last year, John Lynch said that they loved the way he closed the season, really came on late. Remember, this is a guy that they traded up to get at number 44 back in 2018 out of the University of Washington. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Here we go. First and goal, 8-yard line. Hey, we got four. We got four down. Slant.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Roethlisberger will throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Give him 9 on the play, and they're going to have a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Forced out to his left. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
Quarter.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Kittle last year, what a season. 1,377 receiving yards, an NFL record for tight ends en route to his first Pro Bowl. Not bad for the former fifth-round pick. I remember that game, December against Denver. He had that monster first half, 210 yards. Did not have a single catch in the second half, but still those 210 yards were just 4 yards shy of Shannon Sharp's single-game record for a tight end. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dip.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time.
He's brought down back at the 40-yard line.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And that's off the mark, incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to Samuel. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment and shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
He's checking.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
We got 4.
It's Coleman here. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. That's Vince Williams who gets the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
21.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
All right, now, like 80. 56. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
44. Here we go.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. D. Ford make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Heat these two.
After the sack on first down, Roethlisberger. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, and you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Coleman. He's got room to run past the 20. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 30. 10. Touchdown. 49ers. Tevin Coleman. 94 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
That, like 20. 8. Oh, you got D? Right there.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and this was